Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Under the Ring podcast presents to you Dead Man Talking, where it's me and my boys talking about HBO's Last of Us. Folks, thank you for joining us. Me, your boy, Cheap Date Penny. and with you and you'll find out the reason I say that later on. Cheap Date Penny. Yep, that's me. That's me. Here with the man behind the boards who always gets this party going. My boy Mongo, aka taking option one.
which we'll also get into.
Right,
Uh,
right, right. All right,
and
folks.
it, so, brother,
Mm-hmm.
you made you've gotten into your cry list,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and now
Mm-hmm.
you got to see something else really sad, and it's another episode of The Last of Us, obviously,
Yeah.
every fucking week.
Every fucking week this damn show. I've decided that this show is a piece of shit. All right? Plain and simple. This show is a fucking piece of shit. I hate it. Oh, I'm sorry for cursing like that, but this show is a piece of shit. Because this show is the proud kings and queens of ripping my heart out. All right? Just shredding it. Shredding it. That's what they like to do. So I refuse to get emotionally involved anymore, damn it. Right. I am. Listen, I live in NYC. Okay. So my idea of what a cheap date is not what it is for a couple of the other 50 states, unless you live in probably like Miami or LA. All right. But I live in NYC. So a cheap date for me, which we'll get into why I say that. Yeah. Let me ask that. Why is that? What is that? What is that about? What
it's
is that about?
it's just a real fun part of the week for me. I don't know why she does it. For me, I just like I like to get a rise out of you.
You
As Riley's
100%.
done it.
This you are
Yeah.
500% on that. All right, so let's get into it. So the episode kicks off with we pretty much see Riley trying to tell Joel to hold the fuck on. Joel is dying. Okay, folks. Remember, he got stabbed with that broken bat in his spleen and is leaking out. It is 2 degrees outside. They have no medical supplies except for some damn duct tape, which we know is like gold in the apocalyptic era time.
I side note real quick. You said duct tape. So a friend of mine got me on this movie this week called Deadstream. It's about uh one of those like people that are always on Twitch 24/7 trying to
Hmm.
like go to a haunted house. And every time something happens, he's like, "It's all right, I got duct tape." Like his leg shatters, and he's like, "That's what the duct tape."
Yo, duct tape I have seen, thanks to Last of Us, duct tape I see is the cure all fix all for anything. You
Brother,
gotta
duct tape will fix a break, will fix a tear, will fix any of that. That means on you, on a tire,
listen,
on
you know what?
a
I
mirror.
I should have known because one of my first cars I had was a '94 Jeep, right? And that some bitch was falling apart. Okay. And some bitch was falling apart. And I damn sure had duct tape holding on to my side view mirror. I had the duct tape holding on to the rubber along the door to make sure there was no rain to get it so my car
Hell
wouldn't
yeah,
flood. You know what?
hell
I
yeah.
should have known. Duct tape was the shit.
There is
So
not one person that uh their first car didn't have duct tape on it somewhere. Mine was holding the rearview mirror in place. So
duct tape,
everyone's been
yeah, duct tape definitely, yeah, yeah, duct tape. I should have known. So we see Ellie pretty much telling Joel, hold on, hold on. She pulls coat back, and you see a hole that's as big as Viserys's eyeball, and um, in the side of Joel's stomach, and you're like, damn, this ain't looking good. And it came in clutch in the game. Yeah, it came. Wait a minute. So duct tape was actually a part of the game.
Yes. Yes, it is. I it's honestly, Kenny, I think you should play the game. I think you should give it a shot.
Well, I don't want to play the game now while I'm watching the show. I'll
No,
play
you
the
can play it after. You can do it after.
play
Yeah.
after, you know. But because if I play now while I'm watching the show, I'm never doing this damn podcast. I'm gonna be my ass gonna be sitting in the game, going to the damn TV show on one TV. Like I got like four TVs in this house, so one is gonna have the damn show on while I'm playing the game. Like I can't do that to y'all. The people want to see me. They want to see me cry for some reason, but they
Okay.
want to see me. So as we see Ellie pretty much placing her hand on the wound, telling Joel to hold on, hold on. Um, listen, I'm don't get me started. Don't get me started. So we see he's like, hold on, Joe, hold on, Joe. Joe pretty much takes a hand and tells her, go. He tells her to go back north to get to Tommy. That's what he wants her to do. He wants her to go back towards the settlement to get to Tommy, so that way Tommy can take her to the rest of the way to the university and stuff like that. So the rest of the Fireflies. So he pretty much pushes her off, like throws her, like take your ass on. Pretty much get on, get.
Get on.
that's what,
Go.
that's pretty much what he does. Get. So
Like when you abandon your dog on the side of the road. Go on. Get.
go, get. Nobody wants you here no more. Go on now. So she runs upstairs, closes the door, and we see the Ellie origin story appear. Here comes the marble. It's still a joke.
And
The Mongo before the show. Goddamn Neymar. But so we pretty much it's a flashback. And this whole episode is a flashback of Ellie, her life before she met up with Joel and the encounter which caused her to become what she is. Listen, at this point in time, I don't even know if this son of a bitch survives, all right? I'm not putting my faith in nothing no more with people in this. As far as I'm concerned, everybody dies. That's how I'm start looking at this show. Everybody dies. Because the minute I start liking somebody, they die off in 35 minutes. So I'm not doing it.
there are, and I finally know what it was like for people, people that were reading all the Game of Thrones books when that first came out.
Hmm.
uh, there are like 3 or 4 points that I'm sure she and I are thinking of that were just like, oh, it's gonna be, oh, I was gonna cry so much. I was gonna cry. Like it's
Yeah,
it's gonna, and
yeah,
this was one of them because I was like,
yeah.
where are they gonna stop it? What are they gonna do? And they again, I may have said this before. This episode is based on this like DLC we got for the first game.
Hmm.
If I remember right, I don't even think it was like part of the original. I think it was like this like extra little what's it called? The Last of Us um last something. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, so I was interested to see how they're gonna introduce because this is like a really important part of the story.
Yeah, it really is.
As you can
Okay.
see why. It's very it's
Very
with
intricate and very important. So we flash back as Ellie is laying on the putting her resting her head against the door. You start to hear a song playing in the background, and it fades out into the song, and it comes into this memory of Ellie jogging around the FEDRA gym class. Because don't forget, Ellie is an orphan. She was in FEDRA military school. Um, as we find out from episode one, Marlene put her there when she was a baby because she figured she was the most safest there. So Ellie is running around the gym class, and I forgot the girl's name just that quick. I just had it in my head. The girl bumps Ellie, knocking off her Walkman, and pretty much is teasing Ellie, telling Ellie, "Yo, I don't. If I have to run extra laps because of your bullshit, pick up the pace." Ellie's like, "Yo, forget you, whatever." The girl hits Ellie with the, "Yo, don't even act tough, cause we all know you ain't a fighter. Your homegirl was a fighter, and she ain't here no more. We have no idea who she's talking about. We just know now Ellie had backup while she was at Fedra. She had at least one person that was looking out for her, whoever this person is." And Ellie pretty much hits her with the, "Oh, word? I'm not no fighter? Okay. Hold this." Ellie stalls off on her. They're fighting. Ellie's now in the office of Sergeant Sergeant Wong. And it appears that this particular sergeant has a soft place for Ellie. Don't know why, but he appears to have a soft place for Ellie. Because instead of her getting like in the normal trouble that she should be getting in for the fight, he gives her two options. He pretty much tells her like, "Yo,
Bethany. I was thinking it was something like
Bethany,
Bethany. Yeah,
Bethany,
I was like, it's something like that.
Bethany." He pretty much tells her like,
Yeah.
"Yo,
Thank you.
I see a lot of potential in you. You know, you could be something. Like you could really be something. Like you don't have to be like your friend who left, or your friend who's always getting in trouble. You don't have to be like." And he pretty much tells her, he's like, "You can be good to the point where you're the superior for people like Bethany, or you're going to be at the point where Bethany is going to be your superior and going to be telling you the shit job to do and stuff like that." So he pretty much gave her two options. Option one, stay on the right and narrow, and you can. He was like, be an officer. He's like, we get fed well, we have housing, we get first dibs on stuff, like we get paid well. He's like, yo, it's worth it. You can be an officer, and you'll be telling people like Bethany what the hell to do. You can put her on shit detail and stuff like that, or you can keep going down the route that you're going, and Bethany's going to be the person in control of your life. So, in Mongo's name, as he says, Mongo's taking option one. Mongo said, "Fuck the bullshit. I'm going with." Mongo said, "What? Food, food,
Hey,
heat,
hey.
housing. I'm with it."
He didn't just say we eat. He said we eat well.
Right. He said, "We eat well, boy." Like,
uh, so yeah, they're not just saying Ellie, hey, you're gonna be one of us. They were like, Ellie, you could lead us. They were basically like, this you're a future leader of
right,
Fedra.
yeah,
You're a future like a very important person.
right.
Which is really interesting when you look at where she is now, and you know,
She's
it,
still
it,
a
it
very important person. That part
yeah,
hasn't changed.
that part has not changed. You're correct.
That part has not changed. She's still a very important person. It's just other things are going along with it. So she pretty much tells him, "Okay, fine, I'll take option one." And he lets her go. He lets her go. For some reason, Sergeant Kong has a special place for her. Don't know why. Maybe he knows what the secret is with Ellie. "I know, Mongo, you're not going to tell me or whatever, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada." Kiss my ass. We already know Marvel ruined it for me. Okay.
You will hate Namor for the rest of your life. Go on.
For, yeah. Namor is a pain in my ass now. Thanks to Marvel. Marvel has ruined Last of Us. Oh yeah, that's like every day NYPD. Just so, so we now cut to oh, he tells Ellie that he tells Ellie that you're not a fighter like that or whatever. And she's like, well, look at Bethany. Bethany ends up in the infirmary. She got like 13 stitches. Apparently, everybody talking about
Whoop
Ellie ain't a fighter.
her ass.
Right, put the beats on fucking Bethany's ass. This
It was
whole
like these
Ellie ain't a
hands.
fighter.
It was like these hands rated E for everyone.
You
Let's
heard?
go.
You heard? Like, so this whole notion of Ellie not being a fighter, from the looks of it, she stalled off first. She only got a little black eye a little bit, and Bethany over in the infirmary getting stitched up. It looks like Ellie's a fighter, and it looks like she's a good one, folks. Okay, so no clue what you're talking about. So we cut to Ellie's room. Ellie is sleeping, and you look over and you see an empty bed or in her room. And on that side, you see a bunch of posters. You see a big, huge Mortal Kombat poster. Big, huge Mortal Kombat poster. Right. Definitely fighting like Layla Ali, hitting people with the hang, hang, ha, whole lot. Ha, 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 whole lot. Right. So I don't want to hear no notions about Ellie not being a fighter. They need to stop that. Bethany, I don't want to ever hear that come out your mouth again about her not being a fighter.
Hey,
She
Bethany,
could beat your ass.
Bethany learned. Bethany learned. It's a
Bethany
hard
fucked
lesson.
around. Bethany fucked around and found out. That's what
Exactly.
happened. So, so we got a dorm. It's like a dorm room, pretty much, because it's military school. So it's like a dorm room. It's raining. Windows cracked. You see a figure creeping up through the window, opening up the window, climbing into the room, and placing their hand over Ellie's mouth. Ellie wakes up startled, tries to reach for the knife, pulls the knife out. Person backs up. It's Ellie's roommate. We find out. Ellie goes, "Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that about?" The roommate we find out name is Riley. Riley goes, "I thought you would have liked it." Now
That should have been. That should have
that
been.
was my first clue. I'm letting you
That
know
should
that
have.
right now.
That
That
should
was
have been.
my first clue.
That should have been the. And I wanted to talk about this because when the game came out, like I said, this part was DLC. Um, and people were upset when it came up. It's like, oh, they turned Ellie gay.
No.
If you play that game and if you've watched this story and you have not figured that out yet, that's
Right.
on you. That's true. That's true. Like that once there are giant mushroom people walking around,
Zombies
like
trying
even
to
if
eat
you're
you and
even
kill
if you're
you.
in Super Mario World, even if you're
Right.
in Super Mario World, if there are mushroom, no,
Now,
I don't think so. You
now
know?
that was my first clue. She was like,
Hmm.
"Oh, I thought you would have liked it, but I guess I was wrong." And I'm sitting
And
here. The first thing
again,
I said to myself was, "What kind of freaky rape fantasy is this going on? Like, you gonna break into somebody's room and take it? This is what you talking about? You thought they would
look,
like?"
when you share a room with someone, you let some secrets out. You know? So oh,
Right. We
look
have
who it
someone,
is.
ladies and gentlemen, joining us. Leslie said he will be joining us for the remaining episodes. Mr. Mike Jones. Welcome, Mike. Welcome.
Good morning, fellas. How y'all doing?
We're all right.
Brother.
We are now at the point we are just talking about Riley rape fantasy where she comes through the window and tries to smell the dude's mouth and says, I thought you would have liked it.
I thought you would
So
like it. I'm like, what kind of sick, freaky shit you on, girl?
that was my first thing. So we find out that Riley has been missing for I had an idea, but that first scene, as soon as Riley said, "I thought you would have liked it," that confirmed it for Kenny Can. That confirmed it for Cheap Day Penny over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that confirmed it for me. And this next part definitely confirmed it. Riley was
Agreed.
right,
Yeah, they do. And I knew it was going to happen with the show too. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen when we got to this.
right.
But
Like it wasn't no people. She turned. It was not like
that's what that
it
character.
was
That's what that character
like
is.
like it was. First of all, we should have known even from earlier episodes where she finds the nudie magazine from Bill and she goes, I want to see what all the hype is about.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
And
see
it's
what
just
all the hype is about. Right.
out the
Bye
window.
bye. Right. Like she had
Yeah.
no interest in keeping the dick pics. None.
Right.
Okay. So we find out that Riley has been gone for 3 weeks and we find out that Riley has joined the Fireflies.
Which Ellie does not believe.
Right.
Right.
Like, I don't even know if she really believes it until later in the episode.
She
Which we'll
actually
get
she
to.
doesn't. No, she believes it when she sees the gun.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
That's when
But
she believes it because she was
I
like,
think
"What the
once
Fireflies?" She was
yeah.
like, "What the Fireflies?" Just true. She was like, "No." She
Yeah.
just
Right.
Yeah.
emphasized it really hard.
Exactly. Like no.
Right.
Yeah.
So we got Riley is t- so Riley is telling her how she became a Firefly. That how pretty much Marlene recruited her. She said that she had broken out just to see what was going on in the world, just to be out of FEDRA's confines. And she said Marlene watched her, and she said it was impressive the way she was getting around, moving in and out without being noticed by the guards and things of that nature. So she gave her the choice between the red pill and the blue pill, and we see Riley took she took the red pill. So
Yeah. It
right,
endorsement. Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Um.
So she pretty much tells her, and she sees Ellie sees Riley's gun. To me, that's when she realizes that oh shit, Riley is down with something. Because like, where the fuck did she get a gun from? Like, where the hell
I.
did she
I,
get a gun from?
I don't. I think it felt more real for her when she found the
Later
pipe
on,
bombs.
yeah, later
And
on when she finds those, yeah. But to
I think
me,
that's
it
when she's like, "Whoa, shit!" Like, yeah.
all right. So Ellie's pretty much Riley's like, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get dressed and you're gonna come with me and you're gonna have the greatest night of your life. Okay.
Which was hint to.
Right.
And it's had to sneak out of this FEDRA school, which already has to be very tough to do.
Right.
Because those motherfuckers are shoot first, ask questions later kinds of people.
Pretty
Mm-hmm.
much. So
Like,
Yep.
that was Ellie's concern. She was like, well, what about the guards? She was like, I've been watching them. It's cool. Like they're not even out right now. It's cool. We got it. So she pretty much she's like, why should she's like, you're gonna say no, and then you're gonna say yes. Pretty much like how a relationship. You're gonna say no, and then you're gonna say yes.
Mm-hmm.
And she tosses Ellie her pants, and Ellie kind of gives her the look, like, and Riley giggles and says, "I forgot how weird you are about that." That was definitely my boo, boo, boo. That was like, oh yeah, this the girlfriend. That's the
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend. This
Sale.
is whatever you want to call. It's the girlfriend. This is the partner. This is whatever you want to call. Oh yeah, they in a
Well,
relationship.
and how she reacted when she popped through. She's like, "You've been gone for over 3 weeks." I'm like, "Oh, this is
Right,
more than just a friend."
right. You think I'm stupid? You can't return my phone calls. You ain't hear me. Like that's what she,
He said you be
right.
back by 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. I called all your friends. They ain't seen your stupid ass all week. Oh, that's oh flashback. My fault. Sorry. Oh, that was Kenny's versus The Last of Us. My fault, folks.
Kenny had PTSD, right?
My bad, folks. Anyway, anywho, so she pretty much tells her, you're gonna get dressed. Listen,
We were talking about that. Like, she was smooth as shit that entire
Mhm.
episode. She was
yo,
hitting all the points.
put the moves on
Uh-huh.
her. The moves
Mhm.
Mhm.
at 17, putting the moves. No, 16, because she'll be 17 in a month.
Yep.
Points deducted for risking the look. A little excitement, I think that increases the points. Honestly.
Listen,
Exactly.
all risk. Listen, if you decide to get freaky in public, that's kind of risking your life because guess what? You're gonna go to jail.
First of all,
So,
they're living in hell. Okay,
right,
so I think.
breathing is risking their life.
Right.
If you step on a
Possibility
piece of
of going
if you step
down
on a
the
if you step on the wrong piece of grass, you're done. You're done.
right.
You ain't.
I mean, there's a possibility you turn in the corner and there's a big ass bloater there waiting to eat your fucking face off. That's
Mhm.
like the whole time is a big risco life.
Mhm.
Okay, so they sneak out and excuse me, they're going on. Riley pretty much is navigating her through and through where to go, things of that nature, and they have to climb up these steps to into this building so they can cross over to get to where they need to go. Right, little excitement ain't that bad. It's cool. So she tells her, well, what floor we gotta go up? That's actually a kind of it's actually a good date though. Honestly, if the
Mhm.
person is into it, it's a cool date, depending on what it is, Like,
I like being called out for my go-to move.
listen, I took my wife to a haunted hayride in a
Hell yeah.
cornfield
Hell
maze as
yeah.
a goddamn date.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay. Mind you, it was
That's a great date. That's a great
mind you, one of the houses, because it was a cornfield with 8 individual houses within the cornfield for you to go through. The last 3 sections were clowns. So here I am about to piss myself trying to impress her.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with a haunted house. So Riley Ellie asks, yo, what floor we gotta go up? Riley's like, oh, just like 2 flights. 7 flights later,
Right.
as they get up there,
Tapping ass.
right, and get to the roof, Riley does the next smooth move on a date. First smooth move was She convinced her with the smile and the charm to get out the room. All right, that was the first smooth move. Second smooth move, the book that Ellie is reading, which she's telling the corny jokes from, was given to her by Riley. Oh yeah, Mongo's taking chicks to old possessed jails and shit.
Mhm.
That's different.
Look, if you, I mean, if you don't believe in it, what's to be afraid of?
What you mean? What's to be afraid of? All right.
If you don't believe in it, what's the problem?
Okay. So smooth operator Riley too. Riley's second move is she gives Ellie the book, and it's a continuation of a book because Ellie is excited. Oh, it's part two.
Where'd you find it? Yeah.
And Riley hits her with the, I got my ways. Smooth operator over here. What's going on here? Putting the moves on her now. So she takes her into what looks like this abandoned staircase. She takes her in this abandoned staircase, and she tells her what you're gonna do is you're gonna walk down that hall. You're gonna go through those doors, and you're gonna make a right, and let me know when you get through there. And I'm thinking, is Riley setting her up to die right now? Like, is she setting her up to die right now?
You're 7
Like,
episodes in, you're like, I don't trust anybody.
no
I don't
one.
like this.
No one. I trust no one. Okay, I'm like, Riley setting this girl up to die
Absolutely
right
not.
now. Like, she's setting up to die right now. It's gonna be a damn clicker right at the end of this hole. So she walks through and she's like, just let me know when you're there. So she finally goes, I'm there. Oh, from the roof. Right, right. That's what we were saying in the chat. Like, this little 16-year-old got game. Like, she planned the perfect date until the very end. But like, it was the perfect date. So another thing
Smooth as silk the entire time.
right. I
Mhm.
forgot to mention this. While they were on the roof, Riley pretty much shows her where the date is going to be. She's like, the mall, isn't it? Like, infected and stuff like that and all that. Riley hits her with the, if it was so infected, why are there no guards around? Look around, there was absolutely no guards around.
Great point.
Great point. So that's the tunnel that Riley in the corridor has Ellie walking through. They get into the mall and she has her walk through it to get to. It's pretty much one of the staircase exits in every mall, so you can be on the second floor of a mall. So she tells her, "I'm here," and Riley has been taught how to do the generator for the mall, and hits the switch. The mall lights up. That's surprise number two. Riley done got electricity into the mall, and it's just them in the mall. Planned out. That was the next part of this date for her to have the best night of her life. This girl has never been to a mall a day in her life. And she managed to get her into one and managed to get the electricity working so she can actually enjoy the wonders of the
Look,
mall.
you're gonna get 5 wonders.
No, it was four. It was
No, there
four.
was 5.
Yeah.
It was 5.
No. She said it was
And
four.
then 6.
The escalator became five.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that 6?
No.
that
The escalator,
became 5. Yeah.
the escalator became five. She had four wonders planned out for her.
Mhm.
Okay. The escalator became five
Yeah.
Okay.
because when the escalator turned on, Ellie was like, "Oh my God, moving stairs!" And she was just walking up and down them for like a good 10 minutes. Okay, so Riley was like, "Okay, I guess there are 5 wonders here in the mall. Then that you can
just think about how messed up this apocalypse is.
that
To
an
where
escalator.
an escalator is exciting. It's like a damn roller coaster.
It's just because it's something that you'd imagine trying to explain to someone that has never seen. I'm trying to think of like a basic something like an escalator, like something like that, like a phone or anything to someone that's never seen one or doesn't know what it does.
Imagine trying to explain a black person to somebody in one of the deepest parts of West Virginia. All of a sudden they see this magnificent tall chocolate and structure walking out. They're going to be amazed. Okay.
Yep.
Riley is now the reason why I say I'm cheap date. I live in NYC, and as I stated, living in NYC, my version of a cheap date is different than in other 50 states. In NYC, a cheap date means minimum of $175. That's a cheap date in NYC. That's a minimum. Other states, a cheap date can be actually $50. So, Kitty,
I can do a cheat day 25, but you know.
see, look, Mongo could do a cheap date for a bus pass. Just get your ass to the date. Mongo could do a cheap date for a bus pass.
Shit, I need to move my ass down to South Carolina.
I'm saying, brother.
Being with that said, the reason why I say I'm probably one of the kings of the cheap date is because living in NYC has taught me how to enjoy things such as walks in the park, sight, not by sight, seeing. Okay. Oh, we gonna have some real cheap dates. I'm a photographer, so guess what? We gonna have a date where you gonna be a model. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Like that. Look. Look.
Listen, if that man got 10. What? No.
Chronically,
listen.
That yes.
I am a habitual broke person.
If you can make a date work for a little money and it works out, why does it matter?
Listen,
why does it matter?
The
point is you have fun. That's the whole point.
I will take your ass on a walk through the park, and you will leave that park with a full bouquet of flowers because my ass to pick a different flower from each part of this park that we done went to and put it together for your ass to let you know.
Brother, my family ran a florist. Like, I can put you together a bouquet with nothing. Like, you think I'm not putting that shit to work? I'm taking every advantage I have.
Mongo ain't bought a cassage since 97.
I can't buy shit for flowers.
So,
in other words, folks, use your damn resources.
Use your duct tape. Mongo got duct tape in the form of a florist in his family. Use your duct tape.
That has got to be.
Use your duct tape.
That we need to put that on a shirt. That needs to be part of our merch line. Use your duct tape.
Right.
Find your duct tape in life.
Yep.
Use the damn tape.
Marketing folks, people that make T-shirt printouts and stuff like that, hit us up. We got something that's gonna make us all some money, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Find your duct tape and use it, folks.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key to life, right there. That's the key to life, right there. Find your duct tape and use it.
I can't tell. I can't tell if we're stupid or smart at this point. They're like idiots.
This is genius. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Exactly. We are
So-
embarking on a moneymaker, brother.
Exactly. So we got Riley smooth ass them planned out another part of the date. She takes her into a goddamn arcade. Something that Ellie has never been in her life. Hey, don't be stealing shit, damn it.
Hey.
We are
You
on
coming- you
we are
coming to our
being
house.
broadcasted. So people know that it was us that said it.
You
Okay.
come into our house,
Uh-huh.
take our shit. Don't even follow the damn page. I see. how
Right.
it is. All right. Whatever.
You wipe your damn feet
Whatever.
when you came in. I
Right.
see
Just
how it
gonna step in our house talking about fuck your couch. Take your shoes off. Right.
There you go.
Listen. Some of the best dates I've ever had have been my ass that sat here. I have made a couple of homemade heroes. Got a blanket together. Took my cheap ass portable speaker that I could Bluetooth to, walked my ass across the street because I have a big ass park, and me and my wife have sat and watched the little water and the sunset while we sitting there snacking and listening to music. I ain't paid a dime.
That sounds like a good time to me.
I ain't paid a dime.
We got so damn sidetracked.
And especially
Yeah.
the way this inflation is going, again, use
Oh,
your
hell
goddamn duct tape.
Hell yeah.
Use your duct tape, folks. Find your duct tape and use it, folks.
I swear to God, this show's gonna end, and then our next podcast is just gonna be find your duct tape
Mhm.
And use it.
dating advice.
Right. So we got Riley takes her to an arcade. That's wonder number 2. The wonder that she's never been there and anything like that. So the first wonder was the mall and the electricity. The second wonder is taking her actually into the arcade. So they're walking around.
Don't forget about
Hold
the
on, hold.
electric stairs.
Oh, that was a bonus. That's a bonus wonder. That's why. So I'm talking about the original 4 was the book, the getting into the mall with electricity, and the arcade. Because in the arcade, dun dun dun, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 2 specifically, the best Mortal Kombat game. Ugh.
It really is. It really is.
As a Mortal Kombat fan, just
It is.
Mhm.
that
The only-
scene meant a lot to me.
The only other thing I can compare to Mortal Kombat 2 is Basic Instinct. I mean, Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct, yeah.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct.
Basically,
Yeah.
that's a whole different.
Yeah.
I mean, that was Mortal Kombat in that movie. Killer Instinct. My man, I don't care. Don't let me get a hold of Cinder. I'm cheating. I'm cheating with his ass all day. All day. I'm letting you know that. You'll stop cheesing. Let me get out the corner. Hell no. Hell no. So takes her in Mortal Kombat 2. Riley's like, oh my God. Then she gets like, you brought me in here and get me hype. And it takes coins. We don't have any coins. Smootheroo Riley points to the damn cash machine and points to the ground and sees all the coins. And then pulls the damn cash machine open and the rest of the coins spill out. Riley done broke into the damn cash machine just to give them enough coins to play Mortal Kombat. I'm like, yo.
Making it rain on the first day.
Use your duct tape, folks. Find your duct tape and use it. Use your duct tape, folks. Use your duct tape. So,
You know what was
right,
funny about that part also?
Mm.
Ellie was looking at the actual cast like, what are we gonna do with this? This is useless.
This
Right.
is useless. It's like, oh, send that to me.
Exactly.
Find your duct tape, folks. I told you I'm a habitual broke person. I'll take that $5 cash. Thank you. So they Riley pretty much opens up the cash machine, all the coins. They grab the coins and they start playing Mortal Kombat. And Riley whips Ellie's ass and does a fatality on her.
She's like, oh,
Ellie looks
you've been here
over at
before.
her. Yeah, Ellie looks over like Ellie hits her with the typical line most females will hit you with if they find out that you have taken them to a spot that you have been to before. Oh, so you bring all your women here? as, as with Ellie hit her with. Oh, so you've been here before? Yes, I've been here before. I had to break into this motherfucker to make sure it was safe. Yes, I've been here before. So we come to find out that's what we're thinking. Like, yes, I've been here before. I had to make sure it was, but we come to find out she's been here before for another reason. The reason being is Riley has been stationed there by the Fireflies. That's Riley's post. And we find that out due to the fact of Riley telling Ellie tonight is her last night. The Fireflies are sending her. You don't want it. I'm telling you, you don't want it, yo. Yo, I'm telling you. Once I hit that Cinder, and I get that goddamn spin going on, I'm gonna come out that spin and hit you with the Cinder. That's all you're gonna hear. I cheese. Yes, I do. Once I get you in the corner, I'm not letting you out the corner.
Hey,
It's
hey,
rap.
if it gets you a win, it gets you a win.
A win is a win in my book. Don't be next to me and playing with the controller. Oh, I will bump your arm and knock your controller out so I can get an advantage. A win is a win.
Kenny said, I'll step on your toes. I don't care.
I cheat. Yes. Yes. You want me to lie? I steal in Monopoly. I will pick. I will pull extra cards to see which card I want in Uno. I cheat. What? A win is a win. If I don't get caught, my whole thing is this. My whole thing is this. When it comes down to games like that, if cheating wasn't a part of the game, they wouldn't have a rule against it.
Kenny just a habitual line stepper in everything in life.
And ladies and gentlemen, confirm this because he's a father. You're going to cheat against your kids.
All day. All day. All day. There's no way I'm losing in fucking Candyland to a 2-year-old. You can kiss my ass. She don't know what the card look like. I'm picking what I can. I am undefeated in Candyland, boy. I'm not losing in that. Crazy? Crazy? What? I'm not losing in Dance Dance Revolution to my kids either. I'm not. It's not going down. So,
and that's someone who works with children. I approve of that message.
right.
Because I do the same damn thing to my.
Listen, there's no way I'm losing at anything with if I'm playing against a child. No way. No way.
Life's tough. Life's tough,
No
Peter's
way.
man. I know it's
Right. I loved Eddie Guerrero.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Childhood hero for
All the
two
way.
of us. For two of us.
Oh wow. Son of a bitch. Right. I'm not losing. I'm not losing to a top.
Yes.
Nope.
No, it's not happening.
I'm not letting it go down. I'm not losing. No, I'm sorry. No.
You gonna look
And like
hey,
I said,
take this banana peel.
early. Hold. Oh, you at the finish line? Hold this shell. Bang.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. There's no way. So Riley informs Ellie that she's leaving. Pretty much, she was giving Ellie the night of her life as a goodbye. And Riley storms off, and in the process of her storming off, you no, I'm sorry, the fourth wonder. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. A kid will rub it in
Oh
forever
my
that they won.
man, what?
Remember when I beat you? Remember when you couldn't spell your own damn name? Tie your shoe. How about that one? Remember when we was out in public and you took a shit on yourself? Huh? And you was walking around with shitty drawers? Huh? You remember that? You want to remember that you won a game. How about that one?
Like, yeah, kids are assholes. So
I've
yeah,
not
hey, no
I'm not
remorse.
let my nephews win shit against me.
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. No.
Well, you have no choice because you're playing a risky game of life.
That's
The
true.
minute you lose, that's your life. Because Wyatt has a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt plays me for keeps every single time. We gotta
Right.
be careful.
It's every game you play against Wyatt, the bet is life or death.
Mm-hmm.
And yours is the only one that's up for grabs. Just to let you know.
The second I lose, like, your time has come, old man. He's just gonna like put me in a chokehold. I'm done.
He's gonna call somebody out the back. It's time. Go get him, boys. So, the fourth part was actually Riley. The intentional fourth part was Riley bringing her to a haunted costume store, a haunted Halloween, pretty much a Halloween store. You know, one of the ones that open up where every party city used to be. One of those in the mall. So as they're in there, right? And if it's up to Wyatt, that's gonna be real soon.
Maybe a few weeks, probably. Shit.
Wyatt is carrying cross to goddamn Mongo. He's carrying a fucking hourglass and placing it in front of Mongo at every family event. Tick
TikTok.
tock.
TikTok. Kid, I just want to make a grilled cheese. I don't need you threatening my life. Doing some chalky milk. Now I gotta whoop your ass and smash again.
Yo, Mongo going into the fridge and look up and there's an hourglass sitting on the top of the fridge door latch. Tick tock. Tick tock.
He called me he called me the other day just to talk trash. Like he called me, "Hey, how you doing? Next time I see you, I'm taking you down in 2K. I've been practicing for weeks." And then I hung up. I didn't get a goodbye. It was just a message of pure animosity. I'm
Wyatt
not
is
gonna
a
lie.
menace out
I
here
ain't
to
gonna lie.
Mongo.
I ain't gonna lie. I shit myself a little bit. I was a little nervous.
Yo, Wyatt is a pure menace to Mongo out here in life. So she tells her that she's leave. Riley begins to cry, walks off. And then something happens. The As they're making noise, a clicker is spotted in one of the department stores, and it awakens because don't forget they go by sound. It awakens. Once I saw that, I was like, well, this is where we know it's going to be over for them. So Riley comes back. She says, okay, this is going to be your last night. It's going to be your last night. She tells her that they're shipping her off to Atlanta. Oh my God.
Oh no! I think it's talking about when they walk by Victoria's Secret.
Oh,
Oh
She's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
like looking at the window. She was like,
oh, and there was another hint. Riley started laughing, and she goes, "I'm imagining you in that."
trying to picture you in that. Mm.
Right. So there's another one. As they're sitting there, um,
I took a second. I was like, what? What? Oh,
right.
I got
Oh,
I got nervous.
oh my God. So they're sitting there, they making noise. The clicker starts to awaken, and they're Riley. Oh, Riley takes Ellie down to a section to where she's been staying, and that's how she finds out that Riley's been there pretty much as a post. She has a bed set up. She has, some heat, some food, and then Ellie looks on this rack, and there's about good 15 to 20 pipe bombs on it. She's like, "You made these?" And Ellie's whole thing about the Fireflies is not so much that they want freedom, it's how they're going about trying to get it. She's opposed to them blowing up all the buildings and stuff like that. She's like, yo, there's some innocent people in there. Like, just because some people are in FEDRA doesn't mean that they can help it. I was pretty much like, yo, look at me. I can't help it that I'm in here. What if you blow up a building that I'm in one day?
That's a good point.
You know, like you're just blowing up FEDRA buildings. Like for what? So she's against that part of it.
And they've been going back and forth this whole episode about the propaganda they're both hearing.
Right.
About Ellie hearing federal propaganda, and then she's like, well, you're just hearing propaganda from the Fireflies."
Right. So, oh, and we find out that the main reason why Riley joined the Fireflies was because at 17 you're assigned your detail on what you're going to be doing as a federal officer. She was assigned shit detail, legit shit detail. She was going to be watching people who had to pick up the shit on the streets. So she was going to be one of the people that Kwong was talking about, where Bethany's going to be her superior. So instead of her going through that, she's like, "Nah, I'm out of here. I'll just take my chances with the Fireflies." So after Riley gets past the fact that after Ellie gets past the fact that Riley is leaving and stuff, we see the point of truth where we find out exactly what's going on with them. The kiss, mwah, mwah. The kiss.
Don't say it.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
Don't don't say it like the fucking like the Bears.
The
Kiss.
kiss. The kiss. Mwah, mwah. So, so we get the confirmation, and when it happened, oh, my wife was like, "Oh," I was like, "I told you." Like I told you when she broke in the window and said, "I thought you would like this." I was like, "What kind of fantasy was this?"
What was the song that was playing?
it
I
was
got you, babe. It was I got you, babe.
yeah, in darkest. Mwah, mwah.
Took off
That-
the monster masks, and then
they did the monster mash without the monster mask. Mwah, mwah. So
she, and then Ellie apologizes. She goes, "I'm sorry." And Riley says,
he says,
"What
for
for?"
what?
Mm-hmm.
We're
Like,
like, oh,
oh
suck it now.
shit.
Like, but if I was Ellie, I'd be pissed in a way too. Like, you 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 give me the greatest night of my life just for you to leave, and then
Maybe
when I
she was
find,
maybe she's gonna try to get her to go with her.
then it's like that was the thing. She did ask.
Dumb queer. Yeah. Oh man.
Bravo,
I'm glad. I'm glad that's
bravo,
I'm glad that's a problem in that community as well. Where you're just like,
bravo,
was that a sign? Am I
bravo.
dense
Because
as
you
a
know what?
wall?
It's not just in that community. Trust me.
I was like, I thought it was just guys. I thought
Boys are
guys were just
stupid too.
morons.
Boys are stupid too. Boys are stupid too.
I'm glad that I'm glad it's not just us.
All right.
Oh God. You ever like look back on like some
A
point in
lot
your
of
life and you're like, oh shit, oh fuck, they were hitting on me. Like, has that ever happened? You're like, damn it.
when we go off the air, I'll tell y'all a story.
Okay.
I'll tell y'all a story. Y'all gonna just and it's gonna be funnier to y'all knowing me, knowing who I am and how y'all met me to when you hear about this story. You're gonna be like, what? So yeah.
If you want to hear the story, this is UTR After Dark. We have a Patreon. We're gonna be setting up. I'm just kidding. We're not. Whatever the fuck Kenny's about to say, we're not gonna have on air.
No.
Hell no.
No. So while they're getting their little smooch on or whatever, all of a sudden they hear a noise. And sure enough, it's the goddamn clicker. The clicker is attacking and the clicker is jumping, folks, coming at them full steam. Boom. They try to run. They do their little twist turns, run. It's scratching at Ellie, it's scratching at Riley, and it's pretty much right on Riley, about to really get her. And Ellie comes out the blue with that same pocket knife she almost cut Riley with in the beginning, and the same pocket knife that she had in her hand all the way up until she just recently got a gun. Stabs the clicker right in the side of the head. So as she stabs the clicker right in the side of the head, she's like, "We got him, we got him, we got him." And then she looks down and sees, boom. Don't hear them. I am crying that you're not because I have straight friends, but because of anime. Like I need no straight people in my life. Anime is all the straight I need. I fucking love you. That is I love it. That is amazing. That is amazing. She found her duct tape and used it.
The number one.
Found the duct tape and used it.
Duct tape. Jesus Christ.
Go ahead, fellas. Keep going for a second.
Oh God. So anyway, they survived the clicker, but it turns out they were both scratched or bitten. Riley looks down after Ellie's cheering and talking about how exciting and thrilling it was. Riley looks down and sees and points down. She's got a bite right there on her arm,
Mhm.
and Ellie's just screaming, "Fuck!"
Frantically.
Fuck. And then Riley waits for her to make eye contact again, and she holds up her hand.
She's bit too. Poor Riley then went from having the perfect date to killing everybody in the date.
And they both have very different reactions to what's happening. Riley completely shuts down. She sits down in by the booth and just waits. And Ellie is just venting her rage.
Ellie is
Mhm.
Take this.
smashing the counters. She's tossing over the racks. Ellie is
Irate.
She's irate for like several reasons. One, she's thinking to herself, I should have kept my ass at the dorm like I said I was going to.
Mhm.
Two, I can't believe I actually got bit. Three, I got bit, and the person that I'm in love with is bit now as well. So we're both gonna die.
Well, that's what.
And,
Never
and
mind.
as we
And then we
and,
and then we
and,
go back and then we go back and we go back to the options. Just like at the QZ, Riley gives Ellie two options. Option
right,
one, we kill ourselves right now.
which Riley said off the back, I'm scared of that option.
Option two,
We sit here and see what happens.
spend time with each other as much time as we have. Whether it's 2 minutes or 2 days, we don't give that up. I think was the quote.
Right.
That
He's
was
Which,
still
the
hitting her.
which is honestly that's even dying.
Even
still a
in
very
death,
smooth
hitting her
line.
with the smoothness. Whether
That's
it's
a
2
smooth
days,
line.
whether it's 2 minutes or 200 hours, baby, I'm still going. Like, damn,
damn.
take.
They damn love Jones.
Like, damn, like, damn, young MA, calm down. Leave some for the rest of us.
I believe as the kids call it, that's she got Riz. I think is that what that
Like,
is?
yo, like, leave some for the rest of us out here. You gonna
Damn.
take it all away?
You know
Even
what?
in death, hitting them with the smoothness.
But you know what, though? To your original point, I'm going to go ahead and say it. That's what that good thing do. It makes
damn
you
sure
make
will.
some irrational decisions, boy. Because
Right,
she
it damn
sure
sure
should have
will.
kept her ass in that dorm. But when that thing thangin',
It's thangin'.
it eventually lead to your supposed death.
Right.
That
Yeah,
thing was thangin', boy.
Like, I would have
Right.
folded.
Would have folded, yeah.
I failed.
I failed.
I failed it. I failed it.
Now we're gonna steal that. We're gonna steal that and put it on.
We're gonna steal that one. Find your duct tape and use it, folks. I failed it.
I failed it.
I failed it.
I failed it. So we know now. Here's the thing. I was saying, so now we see them hand in hand, side by side, and as we know, Ellie definitely survives. We know Ellie definitely survives. We don't know what happens to Riley, but we can only imagine, which I'll bring up in a second. We then flash forward to current time. And that kind of snaps Ellie out of her, I'm going to give up on Joel. And she goes into, I'm not losing you mode. Ellie has decided Ellie in that particular moment, you see Ellie decide that she's not going to lose someone else that she's close with. That she's going to do everything that she can to save the person that she's close with. Ellie comes down, Joel sitting there with the Viserys hole in his side. So with the Viserys hole in his side. He looks at her like
the grossest shit I've ever seen. It's been
right.
a month.
Motherfucker had a hole in his face. Just
God.
a whole hole in his face, bro.
Motherfucker
Just
had a crater on his face, boy.
a whole ass hole. Wait, we digress. So we see Ellie. She goes into the four wonders. The first wonder was
Ferris wheel,
First wheel.
right.
arcade,
Yep, arcade.
The book,
Book.
the book.
Yeah, the book.
and it was going to be the scary store.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be the fourth wonder, the scary store with the mask.
And the bonus, the escalator.
Right. So what? No, not the Ferris wheel. The carousel.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
carousel.
The carousel.
Yeah.
Sorry, we did
Ferris wheel.
forget that.
That'd be a big ass mall if it was a Ferris wheel.
Well, there's a mall like that up here, and yeah, in New York, Rockland, the Palisades Mall. Palisades Mall is the biggest mall in New York State, and we got a Ferris wheel inside.
Okay.
So
Oh, the photo booth. The photo booth.
oh, the photo booth.
Photo booth too. Yeah.
Right.
That,
The photo booth.
That was again also very smooth.
Smoothness. So
Slick.
we
All the way to
see
the
Ellie.
end.
Right. We see Ellie going into survival mode for Joel, and Ellie begins to sew the hole up with a regular ass needle and thread.
All right. I'm gonna ask a question.
Why she ain't use duct tape? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she could have sewed that shit in because that thread look a little thin.
The duct tape's the patch.
Right. The little joint.
Oh, grown. Fell by a pole. You bring up that pole again.
Yikes.
Just a second. Let me tell you, last week when we logged off, Kenny was like, "Did he really get impaled by a pole?" Like,
Right.
that stuck with him.
Like a fucking
Like,
pole?
You sent me that message. Like, you
Hey.
get impaled by a pole?
Like a damn pole? Like why? Like shit, that's harsh.
I forgot I was gonna ask. Shit, that duct tape thing took me the fuck out.
Oh, we were talking about. I said that she sewed them together with the needle and thread, and that triggered something for you, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So all right. So I'm not bragging. Has anybody here ever been sewn up before without any anesthesia?
Absolutely fucking not.
Okay. So that happened to me last year, where something happened and there was no time to do anesthesia. So I felt everything that happened inside, and I felt the sewing up part.
Whoa. Sorry, Mongo. There wasn't enough time? They should have made some damn time.
They had to do something.
Hold up, Mongo. I don't mean to say it like this. And please forgive me, brother, because I love you.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck you mean they ain't have enough time? Your ass was in a coma. You was asleep. You already asleep. What the fuck you mean you can't give this man at least some rubbing cream so he can feel this shit? That's what woke your ass up out your coma? You felt that shit?
Unfortunately, I was awake when this shit happened.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I bet you were awake because that shit woke your ass up when soon as that needle touched Mongo said, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
I will say this. I have had stitches. I've had stitches
Yeah.
several times.
Everyone's had
I
stitches at
d-
some point. Yeah.
I will say that when removing the stitches, I have felt the string
It's a weird
come
feeling, isn't
through.
it?
Yeah, it
Weird
really
feeling.
is. I have felt the string from stitches, like when they remove it, you do feel it like come through your skin and shit. So you're like, oh, like I
Mm-hmm.
caught, like I had 32 stitches right here. So when they pulled them stitches out, like I felt it traveling through my face. It was like, can you help? Stop, please. Okay.
Yeah. No, it don't. It
Removal of
like
stitches does not feel good. It feels very
no,
weird. That I will say.
no.
Glad I've never
Uh,
experienced that.
so I'm not gonna tell you all the. We'll talk about it later. But when they started stitching me up, I barely felt that shit. I barely, maybe because everything else, but like I barely felt it by that point. So I don't know if it's just like just like the skin a little bit. Like you ever like accidentally like clip like part of your skin with your nail, clipping your
Yeah.
nails. It's kind of
Yeah.
like you don't really feel it, you know. It's kind of like that. You feel a little bit, it ain't much. I mean,
Thank you.
I was unconscious for
Exactly.
2 months. I couldn't go unconscious
Ah, all right, Mongo, you're a real one for that, brother.
again.
You're a real one for
I thought
that.
I told you that story before. I'm sorry,
No, no, you have
but
not. And do
I
you?
didn't. But I think you know what also probably made it worse for Joel was that fucking alcohol they were pouring into
Yeah.
rubbing
Yeah.
alcohol, just dumping it like a bottle. Just
Ugh.
that hole was
And
so deep. That hole was so deep that rubbing alcohol sat there for a second. Like
first of all,
it was
first of all, my whole thing is, oh, we're forgetting one thing. She's using regular ass thread. The my
I'll take
yes,
it.
he
I'll
is.
Yeah.
take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
She's using that regular
I
ass
told you I
thread.
got pain tolerance. I told you I got a pain tolerance.
Like the type of thread where you sitting there and you sewing and you going, pop it with your teeth real quick, or if you pull too hard, it snaps. She's using that on some meat, and the whole remember is he's a little bit frozen, so the skin don't have as much dexterity to move as much as it did. You know what I mean? So it's we're not saying that. We're not saying that. You and your words.
No, if it was the Schmied, this would be a very different show. This would not be
Right,
airing at
very
NBC.
different. Very different. So like that skin had like no give. So for her to use that breakaway damn thread and try to pull that skin together to close this hole up when she should have just used her duct tape. It was right in Joel's bag. I know it was. He don't leave home without it. I feel
Well,
that would have
half that man's pants are duct tape at this point. Those jeans,
had
those hey, those Wranglers ain't lasting 50 years. I don't fucking think so. Man's wearing duct tape for pants, for sure.
Motherfucker got duct tape chaps on. Duct tape assless chaps. So
He made a gun holster. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know, like
yeah, that's. I mean, if he made a gun holster, he definitely made himself some chaps out of duct tape. Him and Tess definitely had some freaky nights when he came out as a cowboy with the duct tape chaps. So,
he comes out like, good thing I shaved.
right, ha. No more locked doors. So so the episode ends with pretty much her trying to save Joel's life, and we still kind of don't know if Joel survives because the preview for next week didn't show this punk ass bastard in him either. So we
Joel
don't
ain't
know
there,
if
baby.
we don't
Is he
know
alive?
if this goddamn needle and thread job held up. We don't know if Ellie's Mary Poppins skills worked.
Is he dead? Is he buried? Is he hanging out with Henry and Sam? You know, who
Now,
knows? Who knows at this point?
now And that's how the episode ends with Ellie trying to sew his
I just
ass up.
caught what Mongo said. Son of a bitch.
I was waiting. I was waiting. I was waiting.
That's why I tried to go into it real quick. And the episode ends with
Oh, you son of a bitch. That was good. That was good.
so now in the chat that we were talking, I told y'all what my idea of what happened with Riley and Ellie. In the chat I said I think Marlene finds them. She's coming to check on the post, finds them, sees that they got bit, um, shoots Riley, sees that Ellie hasn't turned just as of yet, and keeps her to wonder what happened. Now, yeah, that's the thing. It was brought to my attention earlier by the missus that Riley is the person that Ellie had to kill. Because remember when Riley said that in the early episodes, Riley told Joel that it wasn't her first time.
Ellie told Joel.
Ellie told Joel that it wasn't her first time um, killing someone. It wasn't her first time. And he said, "Do you want to talk about it?" And she said, "No." Ellie winds up killing Riley, is what I believe happens. Because we clearly know Ellie doesn't change. It only takes. These aren't Train to Busan zombies where it takes 30 seconds to change. They give these dudes 48 hours at least. At least 24 to 48 hours to change in Last of Us. Train to Busan.
Which Mike also watched.
Welcome to the cry.
Yeah.
Hey folks, you know what? Check this out. Mike's birthday is the same day as mine, so he has pretty much a lot of emotions that I have. So let's turn this from make Kenny cry to make Mike and Kenny cry. Add him to this list, goddammit.
Yeah.
Welcome to the cry. Right. Get your duct tape ready. Welcome to the cry.
I made the mistake of watching Train to Busan and The Last of Us. Literally back to back. So yeah.
So Mike was a snotty mess.
It was a rough day.
That was a rough Sunday for me.
You've done that to yourself twice because you watched episode 4 and 5 back to back too.
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, I'm kind of a sicko, you know.
Yeah, you're definitely a glutton for punishment.
Yeah.
Definitely a glutton for punishment. So I feel that, like I said, from what was brought to my attention, Ellie winds up killing Riley. So there goes that. And you sitting there going, well, maybe I'm not going to tell. Riley ain't immune. Riley ain't immune. Hate to tell you that.
Now Riley, she's with Sam and Henry. I wasn't doing that, Tito.
Yeah. All right, you know what? That's an interesting question. All right, boys, if an infection like this happened, would you rather it take some time, give you some chances to say goodbye? It's going to hurt like hell, though. It's going to hurt but more. Or rather it just be quick, 30 seconds.
Now, let me take some time, damn it.
Okay.
Because I can get some ass in that last day. Because once I go zombie, that's it. I'm pretty sure there ain't no sexing in the zombie life. I can get some ass before this last turn. Like,
I should have known that was.
I'm sorry.
And you know
I can get some ass and I can roll up and smoke something. I can get my last vices in before it's time for me to go.
You know what? I agree. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, let me go Last of Us style.
Yeah.
I would definitely go with the other option. I'll take option 2.
Nah. I'm like, yo, listen. I'm not doing Train to Busan. I get bit and then I'm bit. Bone
Right.
break as soon as I bite. No. And that's another thing. Train to Busan, they bones start breaking and
Mm-hmm.
shit like that. No. Last of Us, you
Yeah.
just die. Like,
I'm the only one then. Okay, I'm the only one here.
Yeah, gotta get some. Gotta get that
you
last.
gotta get.
Gotta
It's
get
the
that last one
last.
off.
You gotta get your last one off.
Gotta get your
Do
last one off.
you get a with Last of Us? You getting at least 24 to 48. You know
Mm-hmm.
that. You're getting
There's a
24
lot.
to 48.
There's a
You
lot you
could
can
do
do,
a lot.
Mongo.
You could
You
do
can
a
set up
lot in
a.
that.
You can set
You
up a
ain't
heavy
gotta go to
bar.
sleep because you about to go into permanent sleep. So
Yep.
you ain't gotta go to sleep.
So Mongo, you could use a lot of duct tape in that 24 to 48 hours.
Right. Right.
You can utilize a lot of your resources there, brother. Mm-hmm.
Right. Like I'm telling the people that I love goodbye. I love you. I'm letting people
Mm-hmm.
know that who I love. I love them. People who I ain't never liked, kiss my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm getting my last vices in.
Yep.
Yeah. Come on, man. I'm not down with that 20-second lifespan. Nah, bro.
Nah. Yeah.
I'm not down with the oh my god, I got no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And like I said, Train to Busan, they bones start breaking and they start pop locking. Like I don't want that. I don't want that. Last of Us, you just kind of you see how what happened with little Sammy? He just that's it. Ain't like nothing broke on him or nothing like that. Your
Well,
man
we
just
don't. We didn't see him turn. We don't know if anything did.
your man got the serious rash on his face and his eyes flipped up and he went to go
Yeah,
bite.
he had the Michael Jackson and Thriller demonized. That's when you know. That's when you knew.
Right. Right. Like listen, right, yo, like you might as well. Might as well. Like you might as well. Like, yo, I got 48 hours. I bet. Hey, yo, you know I ain't never liked you, right? It's on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you also infect them?
No,
Or do you just know? Okay.
Nah.
nah.
Yeah.
Nah. I ain't infecting.
Nah.
I'm not gonna infect them. My enemies, no, I'm not gonna infect them
Mm.
because it seemed like for some reason zombies do have memories. I don't want this fucking zombie to attack me for the rest of my undead life now. Like, I got an enemy zombie neighbor. Like I don't need that shit.
People just like watching the zombies, like, yeah, they all seem to work well together, except for these two right here. These two guys, every time they walk near each other,
Every time we walk next to each other.
I've never seen a zombie square up before. This is so strange.
Right, like, nah, I ain't turning them. Just straight off them. Like, I ain't turning them. Because for some reason, zombies seem to have memories. So I don't want them coming at.
I can't stop laughing at the idea of just like, you just snap out of it.
Right, like Peter and the chicken. Where they at? It's me and this zombie, Peter and the chicken. I'm over here eating a random person, and I look up and see him, and eyes me. We start going after each other. Nah, I ain't turning.
Who can I get to fund and produce that movie? Who can I get? Please.
Somebody give us the contact of Jordan Peele so we can make that happen.
Please do Creed 4 in Zombieland. I'm begging someone.
Listen, we done gave some gold here today. Use your duct tape, find your duct tape and use it, folks. Zombie beef movie. Like, we done threw some gold in here.
Yeah.
Felded it.
Felded it. Yep, felded it.
Yeah, that one that we came up with, no, that we didn't steal. It's ours.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Hey, why not? You got 48 hours to live. Give that shit up.
Go find some. Go find someone. Yeah.
Spread
Exactly.
spread your legs as far as possible within that 48. Do what you gotta do.
I think you're about to say spread the
Listen,
freak.
Oh
listen.
God.
If you got 48 hours to live, I see no reason why you shouldn't be able to be a whore for your last
Exactly.
48 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Do whatever you
You
feel makes you happy. No
Who's gonna
judgment. You got
Who's gonna
48.
judge you?
Right.
Hell,
You're gonna die.
people that know about it are gonna call you a legend. They fuck to
Right.
the last breath.
Like, go out. Do what you gotta do in life.
hmm
Folks, once again, thank you for joining us.
We're
Don't
so
forget to,
stupid.
we are. Don't forget to follow us at facebook.com/ under the ring pod and twitch.tv/ under the ring. Don't forget to follow us on Thursdays as well. We also don't forget our link tree / under the ring pod, where you'll find Greg Bush SK, Rock Ribs 44, Mr. Freshbeard, the right answer, Boriel Mariente, and Justin D. Baxley. You'll find all our links. Don't forget also on Thursdays, we do a little wrestling talk. We usually come on around 8:45 ish or whatever. We damn sure did. We all gave some inspiring advice this episode. We really
We
did.
all we all we all grew as a community this episode. I think
hmm Yep.
we
You
all
have a
became connected.
wonderful we have a wonderful weekend. It's don't forget, folks, this Thursday, we're gonna find out there's a new predictions champion because there is a pay-per-view tomorrow that we all predicted. Uh
I
don't
was
look
like,
at me as being
already?
the
Damn, I lost already?
Yep.
That didn't
I
happen
said we're
yet.
gonna find out. I said we're gonna find out. Don't expect me to
Mongo,
win because it ain't
Mongo, we saw the
December.
script. We saw the script.
Right. Don't expect me to win because it ain't December. So I'm just here. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Um, don't forget to join us next week. We'll be doing another rendition of Dead Man Talking. And folks, don't forget to find your duct tape in life and use it. We'll see you next week.
Later.